Eu meio que já tomei um spoiler do que acontece na história, principalmente pelo trailer do caralho do Blaze. Cara, nossa, eu tô chamando ele de Blaze toda hora. Eu tomei spoiler do que acontece até com o trailer do Blade. Aí fica difícil, né? Vamos lá pra comissão de alquimia. Vamos encontrar os irmãos Elric. Vamos fazer um Full Metal Alchemist. Tá todo mundo capotado, velho. Eu acho engraçado como ela tá toda hora sorrindo, né?
The Master Diviner must have launched the campaign while we were delayed in the Artisanship Commission.
Ela deve ter tido uma divinação que era a hora certa, né? Será?
Time is of the essence. The most important task for the Xianzhou Luofu is suppressing the Stellaron.
Ai, como é bom ouvir a voz desse homem de novo, depois de mais de um mês.
General TINGYUN tasked the Master Diviner with commanding the Cloud Knights. He would have known she'd act on the results of her divination.
Thank goodness the General didn't make us go with the Knights. Fighting is totally different from adventuring. All these people... It's tough to bear.
Complicado.
I'm afraid this is nothing, Benefactor. Centuries ago, an emanator of abundance besieged the Luofu with the aim of taking the Ambrosial Arbor. They destroyed half our delves and killed most of the Cloud Knights.
Ah, então já aconteceu, tá catástrofe antes?
For long-life species, such events are more like yesterday's memories than ancient history. This awful spectacle is child's play in comparison.
Hey, is that supposed to make us feel better?
It's hard to tell if the Master Diviner won or lost here.
Será que foi um empate?
A draw? This isn't a tournament, you know. I can't see many Cloud Knights. The Xianzhou must have fought well.
Not necessarily. There'd usually be a base with supporting forces set up after a successful engagement, but we don't see any of that.
Sim, se eles tivessem ganhado, teria sobrado bem mais gente ou até feito uma base nessa área, mas se só tem gente morta aqui, aí é difícil.
Let's look around and see if we can find some clues.
É difícil dizer que um ganhou do outro, acho que foi um empate mesmo. No corpo rígido do monstro, várias feridas visíveis estão diminuindo tão rápido que é possível ver a olho nu. Apesar de estar sem sinais vitais, você sente que o monstro à sua frente não está totalmente morto.
Here! There are still survivors here!
You're not the Knights. What is your purpose here? It's dangerous.
We're reinforcements sent by the General. Where's everyone else?
Resorting to short-lived species as reinforcements. Jingyuan is truly running out of options.
Run! She's a disciple of Sanctus Medicus!
Silence. If my healing worked, you'll become one of us. And then it's not just me they'll be running from.
Você é meio suspeita, hein, moça? Ih!
Why did you come to the Xianzhou?
Meu Deus, velho!
Immortality.
Chega, eu não aguento mais.
Tá bom, eu não vou aguentar mais!
This combat needs This is double speed.
Aê, vai pro inferno. Caraca, já começou assim, velho, meu Deus.
Hold on. We'll find someone to help.
Don't waste your time. They've converted me. I don't have much longer. Go. The Master Diviner's troops are ahead.
Ele para de falar. Pode ser que está exausto ou porque está esperando que você o deixe.
Let's go.
É pesado esse bagulho, né?
The
Os caras viram
disciples of Sanctus
aspeações.
Medicus were in hiding for so long. Now they finally show their face. Did the Master Diviner fail to foresee this? Be careful, benefactors. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus worship Yaoshut, the Plague's author, the greatest enemy of the Xianzhou. The Alliance has been trying to root out their secret organization for millennia. It's no coincidence that they've chosen this moment to reveal themselves.
Vou evitar combate, né, pra agilizar aqui o processo. Aí tá de sacanagem. Errou, trouxa. Ih!
Who goes there? Show yourselves!
Eu tô na sua frente, oxi.
Wait, it's you. Quickly, in here. It's dangerous outside.
You recognize us?
Are you not the General's guests? The Master Diviner prophesized your arrival. We were ordered to wait for you under any circumstances.
Esperar pela gente.
Yes, the Master Diviner ordered us to remain stationed here and went to scout ahead. They're saying the disciples of Sanctus Medicus have returned. They haven't been seen for an age. The troops are anxious. It's good that you're here. The Master Diviner said the Knights weren't to move out until you arrived. Please wait in the camp. We'll decide on our next steps once the Master Diviner returns.
That the Cloud Knights received orders not to advance is a bad sign. The Disciples of Sanctus Medicus. I've heard the name before. If memory serves, they're an underground sect of the Abundance that's said to have lain dormant within the Xianzhou, plotting to overthrow the Alliance.
Eu acho que eu cheguei a lidar com esses caras. Não
The
lembro.
Stellaron has certainly caused Abundance-like abnormalities. Is that what motivated the Disciples to come out of the shadows? No. The Knight's main force remains intact. Something must have happened. Something we're not aware of. The Master Diviner isn't here. Let's head into camp and see what we can learn from the troops here.
Good idea. Why don't you take a look around, benefactors? My feet need a rest.
Mas e aí, moça?
Have you talked with these disciples, benefactor? What do you make of them? Why would
ainda
they
não.
betray the LeFou? I don't understand.
It was so close. So close. Even seasoned soldiers of 3 centuries were turned into twisted beings. I was almost.
Ah, é só um guarda.
Command talisman required for operation.
What does it mean?
We probably need to present it with a command for it to act.
O rosto desse cavaleiro residente está pálido e assustador. Quando você se aproxima, ele te cumprimenta com a cabeça.
Forgive me for being brief. Warfare is a dangerous business. There's no time for idle chat.
Como tá a situação?
We took over this place a few hours ago under the Master Diviner's command. It was only afterwards that we learned our enemies were none other than the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, those who worship the plague's author. Everything was going as planned. The sorcerers of the disciples and the fantastic creatures they commanded were no match for us.
E o que aconteceu?
And after a while, our comrades suddenly started to slaughter one another.
Viraram aqueles monstros.
Yes. Among the Sanctus Medicus monsters, there were our comrades. The greatest fear of the Xianzhou people is succumbing to our Mara-struck form around others. To do so means that we have given up on being human, lost the abomination sleeping in our immortal blood, and violated the Rainbow's admonishments. What the disciples of Sanctus Medicus did are despicable acts that every Alliance resident detests. I swear to the Arbiter that I will avenge my comrades.
Cara, imagina o quão desesperador é você virar uma aberração dessa, velho. Na frente de outras pessoas ainda, mano. Putz. Um cavaleiro das nuvens está do lado do prisioneiro. Ele sai do seu caminho quando você explica sua identidade e mostra a ordem do general.
You want to ask questions? Fine. But I must be present the whole way through. This part needs to be recorded as testimony.
Ok.
Finally, someone to talk to. These Cloud Knights are so serious, so boring.
Ok, sobre o Stellaron.
That shining seed? I've seen it. So beautiful. If you gaze into it, there's a voice inside that speaks to you.
Do you still remember Cocolia?
Lembro.
The Master said we could inject new life into the ambrosial arbor with it. I didn't believe it at first. We tried many methods, spending multiple lifetimes of short-life species. Yet the arbor showed no signs of resurrection. But look upon it now. Only the power of an eon can recreate the miracle. Yes, the mighty Sanctus Medicus. the abundance.
É sobre a árvore.
So you witnessed it too? The ambrosial arbor's resurrection. Magnificent.
É, a árvore é meio bonita, mas a situação é meio, né?
In the Befall era, so far in the past that even long-life species cannot recall, Sanctus Medicus the Abundance gifted the ambrosial arbor to the Xianzhou Luofu. With that sacred tree, humanity realized many miracles. The fallow earth, the western soapberry, the altered flesh. But that devilish archer ruined everything. They twisted right and wrong and erased Sanctus Medicus's achievements. But soon we will return to the glory of the Befall era. You've seen the fantastic creatures that fought with us. They are only minor gifts of the ambrosial arbor.
Shut it,
Okay.
rambling rodent. The Cloud Knights will root all of you out soon.
É, o que vocês fizeram com os cavaleiros?
What did we do? We cured our kin.
Curou,
It must
confia.
hurt to be trapped in such weak flesh and blood.
You scum! If the Order allowed, I would cut you down now.
Oh, you don't understand. A short-life species couldn't understand. Mara struck? Pah! It's a second life gifted by Sanctus Medicus. To eliminate the self, to achieve transcendence, a life of true freedom.
Prefiro morrer do que virar uma aberração dessas. Vai tomar no...
Olha a língua.
A desire for power in your eyes. This life is too short for you, isn't it? I can help you.
Cai fora.
Don't listen. His words are poison.
We're just having fun, sir. Without the blessing of the abundance, you short-life species would never be able to endure the transformation.
Cara, aqui nesse planeta tá falando muito sobre a abundância. Será que eu vou ganhar esse poder? Ou se eu ganhar esse poder no final da história vai ser mó da hora, velho. Bastante expectativa.
Diviner, you're back.
Opa, voltou aí a criança de cabelo rosa.
I have kept you waiting, but the deceit of the disciples is laid bare to me now.
Deu um chá de... Deu um chá de banco na gente sem dó, hein?
I was merely being courteous. According to my divination, you've hardly been here long.
The conflict is difficult, Master
Essa foi
Diviner,
boa.
but you have led your forces from the front lines and beyond in pursuit of the enemy. Admirable work.
Hardly. A diviner must acquire first-hand knowledge in order to calculate the future. Collecting intelligence in this way assists me in achieving the right answer. Wait, what's all this about a difficult conflict? The disciples of Sanctus Medicus have been scheming for a long time, but our army is in no way inferior. How can things be so difficult?
Isso é um jeito de pedir ajuda pra gente no combate?
Sharp as always.
I knew we'd spent too long around the Master Diviner. Now we're predicting the future. Let me guess. What are we up to this time? Could it be heading to the front lines? Leading the Cloud Knight charge? Well, try this on for size. Nope! I can't stand any more of this fighting.
Eu não aguento mais essa treta. A Carol da outra lá atrás, olha como ela é bonitinha e fofinha.
Who said you'd be heading to the battlefield?
Ah, foi ela. Ela acabou de falar.
We're not?
TINGYUN's orders. He said that the value of unexpected guests lies in the unexpected. The Cloud Knight's assault was to demonstrate our power to the enemy head-on. Now it is time for the unexpected. Please, come with me.
Essa Fushuan, ela tem o mesmo tamanho que a Herta, não é?
After receiving the Ambrosial Arbor, the Alchemy
lembro
Commission
mais.
was once the Luofu's most vital commission. After all, it was they who changed the Xianzhou natives into long-life species. But in the end, the alchemists grew discontented and began to obsess over the manipulation of life. Research into the arbor poisoned their minds. The more they pursued it, the more they longed for it. Morning bells chime in a dream. Evening mist gathers around me. Do you see that?
Nossa, o terreno aparecendo no meu redor, mano. Meu Deus.
What huge elixir crucibles. There's still smoke coming out of them.
This is where the alchemists practiced the way of immortality in ancient times. They erected elixir crucibles here to absorb the power of the arbor, turning fantasy into reality. Since the smoke from the crucibles never ceases, this place was named Eve Mist Mansion. An elegant name, but as far as the art of war is concerned, it's a death trap. As long as the crucibles are lit and the smoke continues to linger, we cannot get any closer.
This is why the Cloud Knights lost control and became Mara-struck?
Entendi.
Indeed. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus infused
Caraca,
the
velho, só
smoke
dessa fumaça
that
tá
permeates this delve with medicinal
espalhado, os
pellets
caras
that
viraram
elicit
aquelas
Mara.
coisas, mano. Nossa senhora, velho.
Unless the
O
Cloud
bagulho eu
Knights were able
voltei,
to
velho.
march with their breath held, they would be doomed to fall into disarray. Moreover, no one could know whether their comrade was about to be stricken with Mara. Is there anything better than fear for destroying the morale of an army?
The Cloud Knights' first assault was just a cover. You're using the main army to attract the enemy's attention, while we douse the elixir crucibles and stop the smoke.
The disciples of Sanctus Medicus renounced their century of secrecy and chose to reveal themselves, meaning they feel confident of victory. But no matter how well prepared they may be, their focus has always been the Cloud Knights. They are completely unaware of your existence and capacity, and in short, cannot be prepared against you.
E essa fumaça não afeta a gente?
Indeed. This demonic vapor is a weapon targeted against the Cloud Knights. The Ambrosial Arbor is taboo for the Luofu, and the Xianzhou alliance has always been fiercely independent. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus could never have guessed that the General would seek outside help. They won't be prepared against short-life species.
Is this what General TINGYUN meant by unexpected guests?
I wouldn't hazard a guess. All I can say is that the predictions of the Stellaron hunters were more accurate than mine. The future that Kafka seeks is becoming reality. One step at a time.
Bom, esse é o único jeito. Então vamos lá, né?
Rather, only this way leads to the known best result. If we can afford to choose, then none would choose to leap off a cliff. Besides, this is not my decision alone. The duty of the Master Diviner is to bring luck and avoid misfortune. I don't want my choice to plunge the Luofu into a terrible future. To return to the matter at hand, only you can douse the elixir crucibles without being harmed by them. What say you?
Beleza, vamos lá, né?
Fine. I didn't hear a please, but seeing as we do kinda have superpowers around here, Mr. Yang, what do you think?
Bora.
I will come at once when the smoke dissipates.
Vamos tacar fogo nessa árvore.
For yourselves.
Tá, você tem algo a dizer ainda, moça?
What? It's not too late to practice holding my breath.
Você parece bem.
We're still far from the elixir crucibles. I'm no healer, but I do know that dosage is important in the application of poisons. Even so... Okay, I admit it. I'm terrified. I'm still young. I don't want to become Mara-struck so soon.
É justo, se você não tivesse com medo, né?
My fortune is fluctuating between the Marsh and Heaven trigrams. I can avert disaster by being decisive. So stop talking to me and distracting me. I'll focus on keeping my sanity. The rest is up to you.
Beleza. Ela aprendendo a
I
respiração.
feel like even though long-life species get to live forever, they aren't so different from us short-life species when it comes to worries and suffering.
Tá, eu preciso desligar os 3 cristais. Calma.
Wait, Miss TINGYUN! Why are you still here? You're too close to the crucible!
Ih, ela tá vindo com a gente? Ué.
Thank you for the concern, but I'm fine. The General commanded me to stay with you.
Parece verídico, hein?
I dare not go against military orders.
Your life is more important, Miss TINGYUN. Go back. We can explain to the General.
There's really no need. I've spent my years traveling the universe. Not to mention, I'm younger and stronger than I look. The benefactors have probably lived longer than me.
Suspeita essa sua ação aí, hein, moça?
Seems like the smoke is getting thinner.
Ah, então isso aqui é um dos dispositivos.
We need to hurry.
Ah, agora vamos entrar no ciclo vicioso de combate, vai. Vamos tentar fazer isso rápido, pelo menos. O crisol de Elixir começa a tremer e uma fumaça começa a sair. Ah, não, não, não. Não era pra ligar, não. Desculpa.
Parabéns, parabéns.
Desculpa, eu não sabia que o negócio ia ativar.
So, you succeeded in dousing the elixir cauldrons.
Apaguei sim, porque é algum problema?
Nossa, mas você é ruim do coração mesmo?
Unimportant. The inevitable is already upon us.
Danshu. It's you.
I have met you before in my capacity as Chief Alchemist, Master Diviner. You don't seem surprised.
Indeed. The General and I knew that the disciples of Sanctus Medicus must be hiding in the Alchemy Commission. However, without evidence, we couldn't bring charges before the commissions. We had to wait for you to show yourselves. And now, your charges are many. Drawing Stellaron spirits into the Xianzhou, resurrecting the Ambrosial Arbor, striking down our people with Mara. The Ten Lords Commission will address these transgressions during your reckoning.
Crimes? If I am guilty, then all of our Xianzhou ancestors are also guilty. They were the ones who accepted the blessings of the abundance and turned their descendants into long-life species. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus are only walking on the road our ancestors once took. How is it a crime to seek ascendance? In days of old, the roots of the Ambrosial Arbor enveloped the Xianzhou Lafu like a living creature. We controlled the stellar seas, and none could stand in our way. Everyone could become celestial and shift form at will. Divine miracles descended onto all 9 Xianzhou ships. How far the Xianzhou has fallen. We consent to be commanded by the devilish archer. Suffer continuously at the hands of the denizens of abundance. And the Ten Lords Commission even forces us to give up our immortality. How pitiful. I do not blame you for your ignorance. We were not born in the era when the Ambrosial Arbor first descended. Nor did we witness its miracles.
Forgive me for thinking you might have harbored some profound enlightenment. Yours is the same old talk of those who seek power and give up on their humanity. Our Xianzhou ancestors fought side by side
Passando o carro do gás.
laid waste to the arbor and established the Ten Lords
Não, o carro do gás,
to
não
lay
quebra a
down the
imersão,
lines
pelo amor de
between
Deus.
life and death. In doing so, we enshrined our future as human beings. Celestials? There are no Celestials on the Xianzhou. The divine miracles of the abundance, the manipulation of life and death.
I have nothing to say to you, Master Diviner. You have already made your decision. You have discarded power. A most foolish choice.
E combate.
Your assistance is timely.
Aí.
Why? She said...
Acabou? Por favor. Nossa, demorei demais pra fazer. Quer dizer, não demorei tanto, mas foi chato fazer isso aqui, hein? Que combate arrastado, velho.
Ambrosial Arbor's descent.
Ai.
Bring us undying bodies.
Descida da árvore? Como assim?
The one who gave us the Stellaron. said that Vantilia, the disciples of Sanctus Medicus have fulfilled our promise. You, Lord Ravager, must do the same. Now, quickly.
Como é que é? Senhora Devastadora? E por que que apontou pra... Por que que apontou pra ela, ué? Isso aqui tá meio suspeito, hein?
Little pawn. Must you force me to intervene directly? I'm loath to flout my philosophy of distraction.
Eita, cara, se revelou.
Never mind. It would seem the time has come for other means of dismantling the Xianzhou from within.
Aí me quebra, né? Pô, moça.
What a shame. It would have been nice to observe for a little longer. You received the gift of abundance. Surely you can withstand the blessing of destruction.
Eita, p***! O que aconteceu com ela? Caralho, virou um exorcista na minha frente, velho.
I am Lord Ravager Fantilia. I have come with a single purpose: to set in motion the self-destruction of the Xianzhou.
Ah, finalmente apareceu um inimigo normal.
The Lord Ravager of the Antimatter Legion? But how can that be?
Keep calm, all of you. This is a formidable enemy. We have to stay together.
Cara, a mina virou exorcista. A mina virou uma exorcista na minha frente, velho. Quer dizer, uma possuída na minha frente, velho. Que desgraça foi aquela, velho. Que da hora.
Wait, hold on a second. Are you really saying that Miss TINGYUN was a member of the Antimatter Legion all along?
Olha, pode ser que sim, mas pode ser que também ela só foi possuída.
And what was that fire that came out of her? And her body? Where did it go?
Ah, o corpo dela sumiu?
Mr. Yang, you're smart. What happened just now?
Caraca, a mina sumiu, velho.
The flame we witnessed claimed to be Lord Ravager Fantilia, a name I've heard other nameless speak of in the past. She's one of 7 Lord Ravagers who serve Nanook, and finds pleasure in witnessing the self-destruction of mortals. She's led countless souls down a dark and hopeless path.
Meaning that TINGYUN had long since fallen under the Lord Ravager's influence?
I don't believe so. Fantilia revels in watching a corrupted mind eating away its host from inside out, until the obliteration of both is achieved. But there was no indication that TINGYUN had been misguided or manipulated. It's possible that the TINGYUN we knew wasn't her true self, but an image Fantilia devised to serve her own purposes.
Então a mulher é uma farsa, velho. É isso?
You're saying that the real TINGYUN is still...
I'm sorry, March. I can't say with any certainty where the real TINGYUN may be, or at what point she was replaced by the imposter. Without knowing where the body vanished to, it'll be tough to get an answer.
Pô, coitada dela, velho.
At this point, it's all just conjecture.
Coitada da nossa guia.
But if that body belonged to the real TINGYUN, it does raise the question of why Fantilia would go to such lengths to destroy any evidence of her. Wouldn't it be more in line with her destructive nature to leave TINGYUN's remains behind as a display of power? I believe this to be Fantilia's goal: to sow seeds of doubt among us and ensnare us in a malevolent trap.
It's clear that the sudden resurgence of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus is all connected to the Lord Ravager. Pretending to be a Xianzhou citizen? Planting a Stellaron in the Luofu? All part of her plan to bring about our self-destruction. Fantilia is aiming for the Ambrosial Arbor. If she succeeds, the Luofu will be deprived of its roots, making its destruction all too easy. We must stop her. We need to take a star skiff to Scale Gorge Waterscape. The ambrosial arbor can be sealed from that self.
Vamos lá, né? Um passeio aquático. Vambora, moça.
Imposter had the audacity to carry out her nefarious plans right under our noses. How utterly despicable. What worries me more is just how many more antimatter saboteurs are at large.
Sobre a...
It all happened
Sobre ela?
so suddenly. But looking back, I think Mr. Yang was right. TINGYUN was behaving strangely. She was fascinated with the Abundance's creations.
Since she was an Amicastor dispatched by the Skyfaring Commission, it's evident that there must indeed be a person with her name in the commission. We'll have to let the Cloud Knights get to the bottom of what happened to the real TINGYUN. As for the TINGYUN who accompanied us all that way, it's like what Mr. Yang said. Her appearance was designed to sow seeds of doubt among us. We cannot allow ourselves to fall into her trap.
Sobre o desfiladeiro.
It is a delve governed by the Videodara. Supposedly an ancient oceanic region transferred from the Videodara home planet. After the ambrosial arbor was broken in two during the war, its roots were left gnarled and broken. Yet it never died. The Alliance decided to seal the arbor within Scale Gorge Waterscape, entrust it to the High Elders of the Videodara, and rely on the power of long scions to constrain it. It has been so long. No one knows whether the seal remains. Even if it does, I doubt it will hinder that spectral Lord Ravager.
Cadê o general?
I've reported the current situation to the Seat of Divine Foresight. He made no further contact after we communicated at the Matrix of Prescience. He said he had important matters to personally attend to. The situation stands on the edge of a precipice. We must trust in the General.
Caraca, mano, ainda tô meio... ainda tô meio surpreso com o que aconteceu com a TINGYUN. Acho que é assim a pronúncia, né, do nome dela. Ainda deu um craque no pescoço dela e... ela sumiu.
This is...
Ah, é verdade, né, o Dan tá tentando chegar na gente até agora.
Huh? You're pretty familiar with this place. Yep, it's the Alchemy Commission. No wonder we were getting those military broadcasts on the way over. Something about the Cloud Knights gathering here, right? They're probably coming to fix the Stellaron problem. It's been such a long journey, but now we're finally gonna meet some Cloud Knights. I'll be back with my unit. I didn't lie to you, right? I told you I'd bring you somewhere safe, and I did. Though, it did take a bit of a detour.
Pequeno desviozinho.
Before I arrived in Starskiff Haven, I had a diviner read my fortune for the journey ahead. He told me not to be concerned with the destination, but to seize my chances and travel with the current to reap the greatest harvest.
Meaning?
Meaning, thank you, Miss Sushang.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna go report to the nearest captain. You guys can hang around here, but don't run off too far. There'll be Cloud Knights coming to escort you back soon. Bye for now.
Até mais, moça. Aí, ó, mensagem de eu. Os Cavaleiros das Nuvens nos convidaram para acompanhá-los. Os caldeirões da sua terra natal são enormes. Ih, deu ruim no sinal.
The messages never get sent. I wonder what's happening with those three. The Cloud Knights seem to be gathering for the Stellaron disaster. But why did Kafka want us to come here? What happened to them? And what happened to Blade? I've delayed for too long. I need more information.
Opcional, fale com as pessoas no mercado para entender o que está acontecendo.
What's up?
Ela falou WhatsApp, ué.
Go where? The Lafu is under lockdown. The Cloud Knights operation isn't over yet.
WhatsApp. Ah, não.
When the fight is over, I'll personally escort you and Mr. Locha home.
E aí, amigo?
You haven't been back home for a long time, have you, Master Danheng?
Como você sabia?
As home draws nearer, so our feelings grow stronger. I can see it in your eyes. Do you want to leave? Then do it now. The Cloud Knights will soon check our identities. I have somewhere else to be. I've tarried here too long.
Eu preciso ir pra outro lugar. Ih, tá escondendo alguma coisa, hein?
Where are you going?
I'm a traveling merchant. I have one more deal to see through.
Disciples of Sanctus Medicus started a rebellion in the Alchemy Commission. The Cloud Knights have the area locked down. It's not safe. Please, remain here for now. We will send someone to escort you back once the operation is over.
Os discípulos dos Sanctos Médicos?
Lunatics, all of them. You saw the Ambrosial Arbor, I assume? I heard that's the work of those sorcerers. Still, I can't say too much. Military secrecy.
The Arbor's resurrection is connected to the Disciples' Rebellion. I've heard those names before, but when? How did the others get drawn into all this?
Se você já viu algum Exomundo, ele descreveu a aparência da 7 de março e os outros, e eu e o Yang.
Guests. Are they your friends? Oh, what a coincidence. They left with the Master Diviner not long ago. And it's all thanks to their courageous work that the Knights don't have to worry about the poison in Eve's mansion. I received the good news from the front lines. They'll probably be back soon.
Beleza, obrigado.
Strange. You seem oddly familiar to me. Never mind. Too many misfortunes recently. I can hardly think straight.
I'm sorry. I have to catch up to my friends. Thank you for looking out for me on this journey. Both of you.
Ih, rapaz, olha o cara ali na frente. Melhor dar a volta. Opa. Ih, que isso? Por que eu tô andando devagar?
What a huge cauldron.
This aureate cauldron is driven by the cloud hymn magic of our people, the Videodora. It drinks the water of the ancient sea like a whale swallows the tide, and refines it into medicinal pellets.
O que tá acontecendo? Oxi, do nada comecei a ter umas visões muito doidas.
All the elixir crucibles that the Videodora helped to construct contain cloud.
Ah, legal, agora eu tô vendo fantasma.
You should take this chance to learn more, young master.
But I don't need any sort of device to help me command water. What more is there to learn?
You are indeed the chosen one, with endless potential. Yet, cloud hymn magic.
Of Vidyadhara Mirajago? Have these shadows of the past yet to disperse? These memories... No. They have nothing to do with me anymore.
O Danhan vai virar aquela forma bonitona dele? Se for... a própria MiHoYo lançou um negócio no YouTube com a capa dele, anunciou isso no Twitter, mais um monte de lugar vazou isso. Se for isso, eu já não vou estar tão surpreso, mas eu tô animado pra ver como é que isso vai rolar. Agora ele vai achar a gente. Espero, né? O cara tá dando uma volta. Já faz mais de um mês, moço, que você tá tentando achar a gente. Ih! Aí o Bladezinho e a Kafka.
Right on time. That feeling, Kafka. It's welling up within me. That feeling... It's...
Well, don't resist. Let the Mara strike you.
You're here. It's time to pay the price! It's time! You think changing form will help you escape?
I've told you and that woman many times. I am Dan Heng. I've nothing to do with your past.
Dan Heng. You think another name and face can blot out the sin of your past?
Ih, rapaz, eu vou ter que lutar contra eles?
You didn't even experience death. I will force this suffering upon you, Dan Heng. You will know the pain of death.
Not on my watch.
Opa.
You're not murdering anyone today.
Salve,
fugitive.
moço.
You're coming with me.
TINGYUN's lapdog. Did the general not teach you to choose your battles wisely?
A Kafka lá atrás só olhando. Muito bom.
Hey, move back. Things are about to... Huh? You look so familiar.
Look out!
E lá vem o capeta. Cuidado, o Bladezinho tá pistola. É, não achei que fosse chegar tão cedo a hora de travar as cutscenes do starrail também, igual acontece no Genshin. Ai, que inferno, nem me surpreende mais isso. Mas bom, pra resumir o que acontece nesse negócio aí, o Blade taca a espada no Danhan, o Danhan vira essa versão Dragon Ball dele aí. O maluco vira um Shine do nada. E agora a gente vai enfrentar descer a surra aí no Wang King. E é isso, né? O moleque vai tomar uma cacetada de porrada agora. Ai, a animação tinha sido tão da hora, velho. Por que tava travando tanto, mano? Que droga, velho.
Save your excuses for the shackling prison.
Até parei de gravar, mas não adiantou, foi porra nenhuma.
Better, but I'm afraid you won't be seeing your friends. They're caught in their own bitter struggle.
Silence! You're not getting...
Is that so? Let's heat things up then. Kafka?
Lady, listen to me. Unleash the Mara.
Tá saindo da jaula o monstro, boy!
Too little. What's wrong? Afraid to hurt the boy?
Tá com medo de machucar o garoto.
I wonder if the others are okay. Gotta make this quick.
Mano, as animações do Danhan tão da hora pra caramba, velho.
You two just won't give up. I only have one choice.
So familiar. Did she teach you? Then you deserve no...
Can't delay any longer. I didn't wish to harm anyone. But... there's no other way.
Use a perícia para aprimorar o ataque básico. Ok.
Heaven Surge.
Nossa, que da hora, mano. O dragão aqui em volta do Danhan, mano. Que foda. Nossa, que da hora, velho.
Ai, filha da puta, que da hora, cachorro!
This isn't over.
All of you listen to me. Stop.
Eita, pô.
Well, Blady, are you satisfied?
A Kafka chegou e mandou todo mundo calar a boca, é isso. A mulher tá no poder, foda.
What did you do?
O que foi que essa mulher fez, velho? Também não entendi.
I'm just clearing the stage for the grand entrance. Can't have you three misbehaving in front of the Lafu's hotshot general.
Ih! Apareceu o homem.
TINGYUN.
General!
Many years have passed since the two of you departed the Xianzhou, and yet the circumstances of your return appear to be equally unhappy. If you still thought of me as a friend, you should have forewarned me.
Ah, então o Danhan já conhecia o general?
My task is complete.
That it is. Thank you for assisting the Xianzhou in this small matter. Take this person away. I will pretend I didn't see anything this time.
General,
Now is not the time. It has been a long time, old friend.
I'm not him.
I'm sorry. You cannot leave yet. Your Astral Express friends are waiting for you in Scale Gorge Waterscape. Shall we go and see them together?
Caraca, velho. Que cena foi essa, velho?
Lunarescent Depths, a realm of singular beauty. Scale Gorge Waterscape is the same as when I last laid eyes on it. And here we stand so different from one another. The flesh of long-life species may be immortal, but the constant of heaven and earth eludes them.
You know the Vidyadhara hatching rebirth cycle, General. The waters of the ancient sea have cleansed Dan Feng of his past sin. The person that once stood here alongside you is no more. I am Dan Heng. Whether Dan Feng was hero or villain has nothing to do with me. I bore his punishment, accepted my eternal banishment without complaint. But do not let his shadow cloud your estimation of me, General.
Raising old nets only darkens the water, an exercise in unhappiness. Perhaps it is your visage, the horns on your head, or the unmistakable air of the High Elder that makes the separation nigh impossible for me.
I already told you,
You did. But to what effect? If words alone were enough to change the heart, this world would be without quarrel. If you wish to rid me of the illusion of Dan Feng, you must do something for me. Before I can let Dan Feng die and revoke your banishment edict, I need him to do me one final favor. I can guarantee you that when it is done, you will no longer walk in anyone's shadow aboard the Luofu.
I may not be capable of the things that Dan Feng was capable of.
You must do it, or my promise will count for naught. If you wish to blame someone, blame your previous incarnation. Had he not committed that terrible sin, had the power of dragon transmutation been passed on intact, I would have no need to compel you. It is as I said. Here we stand so different from one another. Dan Feng is no more. Now, there is only Dan Heng. But I am the general of the Luofu. There are things that I wish I did not have to do, and yet I must. Let us talk of happier tidings. The friends you made on the Express are here. Do you wish to see them?
You brought them here?
Yes.
Nossa, que
They are
visual
waiting
da
in the
hora,
Dragon
velho.
Vista Rain Hall. Go. Your friends are waiting for you.
Que da hora. Agora faz sentido porque que já revelaram ele, né? A gente já ia jogar com ele agora. Legal. Ah, eu consigo sair e salvar o progresso? Vamos ver como é que isso funciona. Tá, eu volto pra cá, mas... Então, eu continuo de onde eu parei mesmo ou eu tenho que refazer tudo de novo? Ah, eu volto de onde eu parei. Nossa, muito bom, velho. Então eu vou parar e salvar. Já chega. Eu não sei se isso aqui vai render um único vídeo, mas eu vou parar por aqui. Depois eu continuo. E é isso. A história tá muito da hora, velho. Adorei esse bagulho do Dan Heng se transformando. Ele e o Blade lutando contra o garoto lá do general. Aí ele aparecendo. Não sei o que. A Kafka mandando todo mundo calar a boca. Foi muito da hora, velho. É isso. Vou parando por aqui e a gente se vê na continuação dessa história.